And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Sunday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for the game against the Hawks, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Wade in at the 3 slot. Claxton against Mobley. Here's Porter. Cash money from 16 feet away. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
From deep three-point land. Nets keep it alive. Pass to Dimon. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Well, consistency and efficiency is where we've seen the greatest improvement from Donovan Mitchell. How comfortable is he off the bounce?
Porter gets the bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Here's Traore. Releases. It's rebounded by Wade. Outside Harden. Pass to Mitchell. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Shot is up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, what a pretty setup by Nick Claxton. This is a guy we're accustomed to seeing finish.
Mobley outside. Outside Harden. Here's Allen. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Traore. Puts up a deep 3. Mobley grabs the board.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from deep. An open look for Porter. Drills the baseline jumper. Porter's got 7.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the 3rd best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tyson, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Merrill in for Wade. And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, Donovan Mitchell putting that elite athleticism to work. How about his ability to be a factor on the glass?
Pass to Clowney. Shot from 16. Count it.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
54 seconds left in the opening quarter. Harden from outside knocks down the triple.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy. Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And that one's good. Mitchell. We've got 33 seconds left now in the first quarter. Unloads. Traore gets the bucket.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
Outside Mitchell. From outside the arc. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his third assist of the night.
Well, we know Donovan Mitchell is absolutely prolific from three.
Yep, that one goes.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And down it goes. 2 points. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Terrence Mann. He's out there with Powell. Sharp out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Clowney in at power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Powell. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And here's Schroeder. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Allen outside. Pass to Tyson. 11 feet out. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you, BA.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. And the Nets looking to improve, in particular, offensively, Doris.
I mean, there's no doubt there is not a category within which they didn't struggle on the offensive end. Missed shots, turnovers, you name it. On the other side, they do force quite a few turnovers themselves. Their games can have a very chaotic feel.
James Harden, he's checked in for Schroeder.
Cleveland substitution. Number 1.
Here's Wade, back to Allen. Cleveland working the ball around now. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. And it's Dimon missing. The Cavaliers leading. Merrill passes to Harden, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
For 3, Dimon. Cavaliers with a rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And here's Porter outside. Drains the triple. Porter's got 10 points in the game.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
And so now a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Traore comes in for Williams. Cleveland also making some changes. Bryant comes in for Jared Allen, and Mitchell subbed in for Merrill. Bryant outside, into the lane. They get it back. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Traore for 3, and Bryant pulls it down. The Cavaliers lead by 3. 1:44 left in the half, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try, he does it. What a pretty dunk.
Claxton off the mark there with a 3. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Now here's Harden. Pass to Tyson. Bryant is screen on Porter. Here's Tyson. Hits the trifecta. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
To halt the run, and Claxton with the lay-in. Claxton's got 5 points.
Now this is the space that Claxton wants to attack from. If he's in the paint close to the hoop, look out.
3-pointer, Harden. Driving to the basket, second chance effort. Here's Tyson, just 4 to shoot. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Mobley comes in for Tyson. There's 39 seconds left in the second period. Wade misses. Nets trail by 6. Here's Traore. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Shoots. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Chalk up 2 there.
Clean shot by Porter. He gets ahead of the coverage and doesn't hesitate at all.
Here's Harden. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time.